much. The Greevil's max before Acid Spray? I feel like
that's actually a good point. It really weakens his laning phase, but
yeah.
Going into the jungle now.
Buku now gonna go for on Jules here. 2-man overwhelming odds. He's just going in. Jules is gonna go down. Miracle can't really do anything for him, and Jules once again the supports in this lane just way too squishy. I don't actually know what they're supposed to do here in terms of salvaging this lane.
I don't think it's possible, but it's interesting to see. Jay has Rod of Atos queued up.
Yeah. Not exactly something you see too often. It seems like Mineski is looking to be much more aggressive in fighting instead of going for the standard items, which I think is good, right? You want to pressure the Alchemist.
He's gonna get caught out here.
Yep. And that should be a very easy dunk. Oh. Long range stun gets lobbed in. Tim's on the right side here. Does have a double damage.
Do they have... They do have vision on
Blink Duel is
Miracle.
gonna fly out. They need Global right about now. Global is gonna fly out. I think he can time-lapse. Where's... Okay, Astro? That's gonna mess up his time-lapse.
Fighting on top of a shrine,
The wall's gonna be there. Time-lapse, so he dies straight up here. And now Jay in a lot of trouble as well. Jay's gonna go down. Not before some dunks are coming out the mech. A little bit late by Samh. And now the chase goes the other direction. Tracks are flying out. Shuriken toss. And it's gonna bounce to Axe here. They're still right-clicking, trying to cancel his Blink Dagger. But already the team fight has been won. 3 track kills, 2 of them on the cores. And Miracle playing too bold here on the right side. Earn on Miracle. Now the Rod of Atos being worked on by OD. Like these items have a limited shell life in terms of effectiveness. Tim's is gonna get found out here. Blink Call is gonna come through and should be a kill. Frostbite into a... There you go. Yeah, those items aren't going to be very effective down the line, so the fact that they're not doing a ton with it right now is what concerns me for Mineski.
Vacuum should be more than enough to survive the Silencer Global. Yeah.
I mean, you say survive the Global. Every time we've seen the Global used so far, it's a defensive one. We have not seen the Blink Axe Call to start things
he gets caught out here. Okay. Can be enough. He's incredibly tanky.
Yeah.
Gonna walk it off.
A 12% evasion though. Where you at?
You were talking about that 100 caster. I was just thinking to myself, I think a level 10 talent. I think it's actually not too bad because if they kill off the Dazzle there, I think they have an easy chance of taking Roshan. It looks like they're gonna go for it anyways right now, but if they kill off the Dazzle, then it almost guarantees the Roshan.
Blink Call's gonna find himself a bounty hunter. Bounty hunter gonna try to TP out there. I think the dunk will get him this time.
Now it's actually to a Roshan, probably. They have vision of TNC. This could be very bad for TNC. Weave gets used as well.
Raven
completely misses.
Raven just comes back in. I do hear a Rod of Atos on the backline here, and nice stun going on Rior. Rior is going to get dunked. Global's going to come out. This is what I'm talking about. The back wall, though, is going to break things up. The hammer gets dropped here by Jay.
Oh, and Raven stuns himself.
Yeah, that's going to be a big deal. Where's the call? It's going to be down in 1 second. Raven taking a ton of damage. Yaj, I think, waiting for his Blink Dagger to be back up. The long Rod of Atos, and he is going to get dunked here. Okay, that's pretty good here so far by Mineski. They are having a much better chance in this fight. And I think with that, they could actually take the Aegis as well. Easily orbit down. It's just that they are just everywhere. That's the annoying part.
Oh, Rior gets caught out by Yaj. This should be a free...
Okay.
Dazzle kill. I think more importantly, with these past like 2 minutes, I think TNC might actually be out of Observer Wards. Because they placed one at Roshan Pit and it got de-warded instantly. Then placed one now? Or maybe that was a sentry. I'm pretty certain that they're out of Observer. They have one deep in the higher jungle, but that might just be it. Alright, Ikufu just gets solo picked off by Jay in mid lane.
I think he just got 4-shotted. This OD is hitting super hard. Oh my god. Well, I kind of doubted his early game to make him items, but he's definitely making it work here. Goes forward.
No, and Rior is dead again.
Yeah, they have the Astra on top of him and comes out. Blink call to get one more as well. That's going to be on Samage. Can you burst him down? Is the question. They commit the freezing field and they do get Samage. Mineski seizing the momentum. Yeah, they are just going to run them over. In fact, they could go high ground right now. 21 seconds to the Dazzle, 41 to the Darkseer. And Darkseer is forced to buy back Mineski though. Ignoring the buyback for now.
He does have Blink.
I mean, they still have Aegis on Jay.
They just back off.
Okay. Buyback's forced. Now
Mineski walking away with a lot there. They got Cuckoo as well. Yeah, all of a sudden TNC just looking very uncoordinated. Pretty much chain feeding the past 5 minutes.
Raven's
they're gonna get caught again, I think.
Smoke gonna get broken here by Yaj. Yaj calls the Dazzle. Where's the follow-up? The Global's gonna be on top. The Greave's gonna come through. Vac wall. That's gonna
very
be
nice wall.
And that's the combo. Raven. Oh my god, it is the Wombo combo. And oh my, they lose that team fight. It's not even close. Link Duel comes back. Jay is gonna Astro himself, but that means he is still gonna get Duel regardless. He's surrounded. Okay, he pushes him away. The right.
Wait, he's still on sanity.
Jay, he's fighting like a god. The Jay god going to work here on the right side. He's now going on Tim's. He doesn't want to walk back into the wall. Raven going on him. He gets Astro. Tim's misses. The Radiant's doing a little bit of work here, and now he goes on the low ground. Jay.
He needs to move his E like right now.
Oh,
wants to have a chance of making it out.
Okay, the vacuum's gonna get him out, but he's gonna go for Samage.
Anyways,
no, the Radiance misses. The Radiance misses at it again. Jay finally should die here. No, he pushes him back. Raven dropping very low. Can't Miracle finish the work? He doesn't want to go for it. It's too dangerous. Oh my god, what a chaotic team fight.
That looks so good for TNC, but and roll out the JOD. He does have that Aegis, and you saw how much work he put in there.
Man, everyone
look at his damage
so well. Well, that's I mean, I'm still worried for them, but top lane, Cuckoo. Blink call, that's gonna find him. Jules a little bit behind here. Press the attack's gonna get him off. Jules trying to catch up here and straight up TP's in the fog. Nicely done.
They realize they can't kill. See?
Well, the crazy scary thing is that Raven is about to be up 10k net worth over Jay. That's the scary thing.
Yep. But the thing about this build is Axe having mid lane. Oh, I just realized he's using Shadow Blade. He finds Cuckoo again, and
yeah, Cuckoo gets caught.
All right, this Axe is carrying right now.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, just with the Blade Mail on Axe versus this Alchemist build, I feel like Axe's damage output alone enough to deal with him. Obviously, you have to call the Axe for that to happen.
It's the same, right? Or at least
the same.
Close.
They're both at 15.
All right, here we go. Mineski smoked up, looking for another fight. They do have everything available, and this time Miracle does have some DPS on top of his items. They are running through. Yaj has been pretty impressive so far in this game. Let's see if he can find a call. Rior.
Oh, he's gonna find Rior again.
Rior is gonna be right there. Rior breaks the smoke. Rior is gonna... Okay, well, gonna get wrecked. And that's all they get. The waves are pretty pushed out here. Cuckoo is stuck in the trees.
The wave is pretty much right next to the tier 2, so at least they do end up, or most likely will end up taking this tower alongside. Oh, Tim says to be careful. There's a gem on Yaj. He blinks in or walks in. TNC planning on defending this?
I don't think they should. Yaj.
Oh, Yaj is gonna catch out Tim's.
Here. Yep, he does see Tim's, and now it's gonna be the deep output dunk. And now he finds Samage. Samage needs to grieve. He got Astro. The Lincoln's gonna protect Jay, and now Samage trying to run, but the right click, the damage is gonna be there. Global Sign's gonna be used. He runs through the shrine. He barely survived. And I think without the global, Mineski needs to watch the positioning a little bit and back off. Rior charging forward. The blink duel. Lincoln's has came back, and Cuckoo really whipped. The sun's gonna come through on the backline. Raven's in the fight, but Raven needs to back out on the backline.
They still have sanity to clips.
The wall is gonna be good here on 3 or 4 damage coming from the backline. Ninja Boogie drives him away.
Oh my god.
And the hammer from Jay. He forced out to a low ground. He's looking for the Dazzle. Not gonna find him. The buybacks are being forced out right now, and Mineski out carrying a core that has way more net worth than them. We just short good initiation and team play. They call the Alchemist.
Oh, if Alk dies here, the game's gonna be over.
He pops his ult again. He's gonna be fine on the back line. Reor taking a ton of damage. Will grave himself. The Urn though is trying keeping himself back up. Miracle does have to link in as well. They are being whittled down pretty low. Another weaving drop on these cores here. Glyph is gonna come out. I think they had enough. They're gonna back off for now. Oh, that wall though.
Jay had like 230 intelligence. That ultimate. Oh no, I see. Basic. In order for Shine to go down.
Mid lane here. Tim's getting caught here by Yaj again. Yaj finding the dunk. That's gonna be yet another kill.
Roshan's gonna go down. But yeah, the Shrine change is that instead of all tier 2s, it's one tier 3 now. Any tier 3.
Which is not available just yet. I like the change so much.
Alright, so TNC, they are... I guess they feel like they're in this position where their only hope of winning these team fights is for that huge wombo combo. So instead of seeing the Shivas like we normally see, oh, mid lane, feeling invincible.
He's going for a blink.
Instead of Shivas, he goes for the blink, so that they can more easily try to hit this combo.
Well, right now as you're dancing around to land that combo, Jay is hitting for, I don't know, close to 400 damage a pop. That goes through armor. Kind of crazy. Actually over 400 damage.
I think the most OP thing is that level 25 talent. Getting 1 extra minute on this skill. It lasts for over 2 minutes.
The key thing is that Cuckoo cannot whiff his Flame Ale duel. And the curse goes on Cuckoo, preventing that Blink Dagger from being triggering. Miracle on the high ground. Melee Rax is being sieged right now. Somebody has to do something about Miracle. The stun will break the link, and here comes Jay. Tim.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my
bang,
god.
Dead. And now Cuckoo blinks in. BKB activated, but he misses his combo. Melee Rax just 1 hit away, and Miracle will just clean it up. Okay. Got him. And they're just watching the Raxus die. Ya just walks in. He's in the back line here. He gets the coffee onto goes on the back line. Jay going on Reor, driving him away
Raven
from the
can't die
hyper carry.
here.
Yep, he's gonna be dead. That's a dieback. Jay coming back in, and he's just going to work. Oh my god, the hammer gets dropped again. Okay, good combo right in front of the base, but it does not matter as GG gets called. I am so impressed with Jay's play this game.
Alright, the JOD carries hard. Actually, to be fair though,